All right, now Sandy, what has happened to your poor sweet body?
I have arthritis in my neck.
Aha.
I have a lot of upper shoulder tension.
Okay.
I have bursitis in my hip.
Aha.
And yeah, that's it.
That's good for ropers.
That's it.
Okay, let's put your body down here for a sec. Now, let me clarify a couple things here because this is very important. Itis means inflammation of, okay? So when you say I have arthritis, I have bursitis, I have ileitis, whatever you call it, doesn't matter. Arthritis, arthros, joint, itis, inflammation of. So you got inflammation of the joint. We already know that because it hurts. Okay? You tell the medical doctor, I hurt in my shoulder, oh, you have arthritis. I know that. Tell me why it got there. Okay? So if we examine the body, take a look at any body at all, there are just a couple of access routes that we have to get inside. One is this big gaping hole in the front of your face here, and the other comes in from the other side. Now, the only other way you can get in is through the skin. If you damage the skin, you can get something into the body. Otherwise, it's going in through your mouth and down through your digestive system. So, were you born with arthritis?
No.
No. Did you have arthritis while you were a kid?
No.
No. Okay. So something happened along the way. Okay, let's go back to our original conversation. How can things get into the body to change it? The only way is here. So my point here in this discussion is that you ate something that your body cannot deal with. It then takes it to try to store it someplace in the cupboard somewhere where nobody will see it, and that's in the connective tissue in the joints where there isn't too much activity going on. It can store it there for a while. The problem is that eventually it's going to mount up, it's going to take up space, and it's going to start causing aches and pains. Okay, so again, bursitis, bursa is a sac. It's the sac that surrounds your joint. So you have arthritis and bursitis. Sounds pretty much like the same thing to me. So you're talking about shoulder pain or neck pain? Remind me.
Neck pain.
Neck pain especially. Okay, let's check this neck and see what is going on here. Okay, we do not have the pronounced problem with the neck in this particular place. So let me see if I can locate where the pain is. Is that tender here?
A little bit.
And is it more painful here?
Yeah.
Right there, okay. Again, you're not going to be able to see that, but I can probably back up and show you. It's right up under here on the back of your head here. That happens to be on the urinary bladder circuit, and the urinary bladder is related in energy to the kidneys. So let me ask you, do you consume, let's say, caffeine?
Yes.
Yes. Lots of it?
Yes.
Yes. Kidneys don't like caffeine. I know that a lot of people are going to argue with me on that, but the proof of that would be to get off of the stuff for a couple of weeks and see how you feel. Kidneys and the bladder operate out of the same house, you might say, as far as energy is concerned, and they're going to cause difficulties downstream. So let me ask, see if you can hold your leg up just like this, if you would. I'm going to try to push it down. Hold tight, real tight. And there doesn't seem to be too much energy there at all. Okay, let me have you, I'm going to find your belly button here. There it is. Okay, see if you can hold that spot right there. That's good. And once again, I want to hold up tight. Okay, so there is a little difference in strength. Okay, that tells me, well, I know that this particular spot is on the kidney power circuit. So in other words, I'm just throwing a jumper cable on here. I'm artificially stimulating the energy circuit for this muscle that we just tested. And we found that there's nothing wrong with the muscle. The muscle's fine, it's working fine.
Good.
But it doesn't have any power because the kidneys are sapping all the energy because of the stuff you're putting into your body. Okay, now, part of the kidney's job, of course, is to filter out materials that your body can't use. One of the main issues, you're more than likely also dealing with a lot of sugar. Not too much?
Not too much.
Not too much. I always like to play with that word, not too much. In other words, a whole bunch, so I'm not willing to admit it. The major issue in this particular situation, though, is the kidney circuit. That would give you pains in the neck, pains right in through here, in the back, up in this area, and tension up in the shoulders, right up and through here especially. And this muscle is tight as a drum.
Yeah.
Okay, this particular muscle here and the psoas muscle that powers your leg here that we just tested, that's your soccer kicker muscle, this one here. Okay, these two muscles here serve as reserve energies for the kidney circuit. So when the kidney itself is working overtime, it's drawing energy from these muscles, and these muscles have to still carry you around during the day, and they're trying to do their best. And what happens is, of course, they get real tight, and that hurts, and that puts pressure right up here against your head, all the way down through your neck and through here. It's going to hurt, and also up in through this area here, maybe a little tender. Ouch, she says yes, okay. In addition to that, there's a spot here that may be also a little tender. Oh, yeah. She says yes. Okay, this is also on the kidney circuit. So this is confirming that there is a kidney energy imbalance in this particular body. I would suggest very strongly reconsidering the things that overload the kidney. Now, what you're dealing with here is caffeine, excess sugar, and a lot of meat, red meat. It breaks down into uric acid, and uric acid overloads the kidney. So I don't know what your dietary habits are, but there's something that's bothering your kidneys. Another thing that you might also consider is that kidneys are associated with the emotion fear. So if there is fear in your life someplace, that can affect the kidneys negatively. Stress, fear, anxiety, all that stuff will impact the kidneys negatively. It can also go the other way. In other words, when you stress your kidneys, you can end up being fearful. So it's a two-way street. Okay? So in this particular case, we do have a kidney function, or dysfunction, I should say, and it's because of what you're putting into your system and because of your environment. There could be stresses in your environment that are causing that stress on the kidneys. But unless and until you deal with the kidneys, aches and pains here, pains up and through here, pains up and through here are going to continue. Now, that's the price that you pay for doing what you do. You have a choice. I mean, you can choose to keep your pain and keep doing what you're doing, or change what you do and get rid of the pain. That's your decision. What you do.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.